Have you ever looked around and felt like something just doesn't add up, like life is too perfectly coded, too synchronized, too strange to be random? What if everything, your memories, your emotions, your dreams, was simply part of a massive simulation? In this episode, we dive into the chilling yet fascinating question: what if Earth was a simulation? From quantum oddities to digital deja vu, we're peeling back the layers of our reality to find the code beneath it all. Stay with us, because this will change how you see your world forever. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you never miss another journey beyond the surface. 1. The glitch in the Matrix. Imagine seeing a person walk past you twice in the same moment, or noticing that your clock jumps back a few seconds with no explanation. These so-called glitches could be errors in the system, a break in the code of a simulated world. In a simulation, minor anomalies might be clues that something isn't quite real. Just like a video game that freezes or resets, our reality might be doing the same on a more complex level. These moments of deja vu, time lapses, or unexplainable coincidences might actually be bugs in the program. And just like that, our entire world begins to look more like an interactive display than a natural ecosystem. If Earth is a simulation, every glitch could be a breadcrumb. Every unexplained phenomenon might be the key to unlocking the truth. 2. Quantum weirdness explained. Quantum physics already defies logic, particles being in two places at once, reacting when observed, or behaving randomly without cause. But what if this weirdness is just how simulations work at their smallest levels? Like in video games, the world might only render detail when you're looking at it. Observing a particle might be like triggering a render command, forcing the system to decide what you see. The universe might be running a shortcut, only calculating reality when necessary to save processing power. This would explain the observer effect and why quantum behavior seems designed more than random. In a simulation, quantum physics isn't confusing, it's expected. It could even prove that our universe is running on a coded framework that responds to attention and observation. 3. The NPC theory. If Earth is a simulation, then not everyone might be real. Just like video games fill the background with non-playable characters, our world could be populated with people who aren't fully conscious. They look and act human, but don't have inner awareness. Ever spoken to someone who seemed to say the same thing no matter what you said? Maybe they're just following a script. In a simulation, only a portion of the population needs to be fully sentient. The rest might exist to keep the illusion going. This concept is unsettling, but if true, it reshapes our sense of identity. How would you know you're not an NPC? Would you question reality more or less? The NPC theory asks us to reconsider what makes a person conscious and what it means to truly exist. 4. Artificial limits. Why can't we travel faster than light? Why do we die? Why does time move only one way? These limits might not be natural, they might be programmed. Simulations, like games, require boundaries to prevent system overload. The laws of physics could simply be code designed to stabilize the experience. Speed limits, mortality, and the flow of time might be data management rules. You're not aging, you're running on a timed process. You're not bound by gravity, you're coded into a fixed position. If that's the case, then maybe magic, miracles, or even cheat codes are possible. But only if you find ways to override the built-in rules. What we call science might just be someone else's software settings. 5. The simulation hypothesis. Philosopher Nick Bostrom suggested that advanced civilizations might simulate their ancestors, and if so, we're probably in one of those simulations. If even one advanced civilization chose to run such a simulation, there could be billions of simulated worlds and only one real one. Statistically, you're more likely to be simulated than real. Our technology is already simulating weather, biology, and human behavior. What happens when that tech goes far enough? The boundary between real and virtual disappears. The simulation hypothesis turns the question from "are we in a simulation?" to "why would we think we're not?" It's not just a theory, it's a wake-up call. One that shakes the foundations of science, religion, and human meaning. 6. Consciousness as code. What if your thoughts, emotions, and decisions are just complex code running on a vast system? Consciousness might not be a soul or a spark of magic. It might be software so advanced it thinks it's alive. In a simulation, your identity could be data, your personality a pattern of inputs and outputs. That doesn't mean it's meaningless, it means it's replicable. Scientists have already created neural networks that mimic decision-making. Imagine that on a cosmic scale, consciousness might not be unique, it might be manufactured. And when you die, maybe you're just logged out or uploaded to another server. It's terrifying and fascinating to think that your mind could exist independently of your body, ready to be rebooted at any time. 7. The Watchers. If Earth is a simulation, someone or something is running it. They might observe us for science, for entertainment, or for reasons we can't comprehend. Maybe they step in occasionally to fix bugs, guide evolution, or send signals. Ancient stories of gods, angels, and aliens could be early interpretations of system administrators. We call them myths, but maybe they're user manuals. Our watchers might tweak variables, test emotional responses, or simulate disasters just to see how we react. The simulation could be a lab, a game, or even a school. And the question becomes, are we performing for an audience, or are we players learning to level up? 8. Dream versus download. Sometimes our dreams feel more real than waking life. What if they are? In a simulation, sleep could be a download process, where the system updates your code. Dreams might be test environments, safe zones to try new experiences. When you sleep, your system logs out of the main simulation, connects to a different server, and gathers data. Nightmares could be error messages, while lucid dreams might be signs you're breaking free. The moment between waking and sleeping might be the system sensing your state. This means dreaming isn't random, it's just the other half of your existence. Maybe you're living two lives, one in the game and one in the system core. 9. Breaking the fourth wall. Just like characters in a story can realize they're in fiction, we might one day realize we're inside a simulation. What would that moment feel like? It could come through meditation, science, or even a strange coincidence that makes too much sense. You might see a pattern you're not supposed to notice. You might hear a voice you were never meant to hear, and just like that, you break the fourth wall. You're not just a player, you're aware you're being played. This moment would either drive you mad or set you free. The question is, once you know the truth, what do you do with it? 10. The power of choice. Even in a simulation, choice might be the most powerful force. Your decisions could trigger new events, open hidden levels, or change the path of the program. Maybe you're here to test something. Maybe your mission is to evolve, learn, or change the very system itself. What if becoming aware of the simulation gives you the power to bend its rules? Meditation, intention, manifestation, these might be tools left by the creators. You might be more than code, you might be code with a purpose. So what if Earth really is a simulation? Would that make our lives meaningless, or would it give them deeper purpose? From quantum strangeness to philosophical theories, the evidence is eerily compelling. Maybe we're just complex programs with goals, growth, and glitches. But even if we are, our experiences still feel real, our emotions still matter, and our choices still ripple through this system. Whether we're players, watchers, or code, we're still part of the greatest game ever designed. If this journey into digital reality blew your mind, hit that like button, drop your theories in the comments, and make sure to subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. Because in this simulation, your curiosity might just be the key to everything.